ringing sound came from the bag behind the man. He reached in and pulled out a phone. Looking at the caller ID, he froze. It was from his dead wife. He nearly answered before quickly hanging up. When he unzipped the bag, his wife's body wasn't inside. Then the phone rang again with a message from his wife. "I'm waiting for you at the place where we buried our secret." The man was terrified. 10 years ago, they had hit someone while driving home. To protect their careers, they secretly buried the body. This secret was known only to him and his wife. Suddenly, footsteps interrupted his thoughts. Due to his wife's suspicious death, the man had been taken to the police station for questioning. The detective produced an agreement stating that if the man had been unfaithful, the contract could ruin him. As it happened, the allegation was true. The man had been having an affair, thinking he'd covered his tracks perfectly, but a private investigator had documented everything. "You're the killer," the detective said coldly. "You murdered your own wife." The man vomited uncontrollably. The detective was right. His wealthy wife knew everything. Just then, another text arrived showing a photo of him with the other woman. He frantically called the woman, telling her to leave immediately. She walked into the living room to find the balcony door mysteriously open. He ran to the front door only to find it locked from the outside. When the woman turned around, she froze in place. Another text arrived with the same message. "I'm waiting for you at the place where we buried our secret." His wife wanted the other woman's life. The man went wild, trying to break past the police, but the detective restrained him. Finally, he confessed the truth. His marriage had been miserable. Though financially secure, his wife constantly humiliated him, destroying his dignity and career. Then, not long ago, this woman had entered his life. Her admiration and encouragement made him want to start over. He was determined to escape his wealthy wife and find freedom. The man admitted to killing his wife, but insisted she wasn't actually dead. He claimed this was all her elaborate trap. She had captured the other woman, and they needed to rescue her immediately. The detective laughed coldly. "There's no evidence anyone has been living at the address you mentioned. This woman you speak of doesn't exist." The man had been living in his own delusion. He tried to rush out, but the detective stopped him. Eventually, the man's lawyer arrived to represent him. Given his wife's connections and power, and without evidence, the police couldn't hold him despite their suspicions. Under pressure from superiors, they had to release him. Once free, the man didn't waste a second. He had to go to the place where they had buried their secret for a final confrontation with his wife.